step into the wildest truck crashes of 2025. Each one a reminder that a single second can flip your whole world upside down. Buckle up, because the line between chaos and luck is thinner than a heartbeat.
Opa, opa. Opa.
O, sorry. Cik mużyk.
He knew he was wrong, but no. He just had to prove that his pride had been hurt. This is exactly why distracted driving or checking your phone is so dangerous.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
At least did he get a can of Pepsi out of it? Oh, and gotta give some credit for that badass kinetic strap too. Oh man, that's gonna be expensive and fast. He treated the red light like it was optional and turned the intersection into a demo derby. If reflexes were currency, this guy's driving account just hit the jackpot. Just a reminder though, this is a professional stunt, done under controlled conditions. Not something to try at home or on the road. With a heavy load and a steep road, the driver should keep moving. It helps balance the weight and keep the truck stable.
Thần xe điện Vin 03 đã wow. Ôi, hơn là biển đấy. Chiến thần xe Vin đã vượt tầng nước lội sống. Vẫn ngon, đi băng qua ngon.
He's the one that's making bad makeup.
Look at the water coming at the top.
Yeah, that's the point.
If he makes it, I give him all the credit.
What do you think about the truck's engine?
Oh, watch that car.
Overloaded and burning oil like a power plant with no compression. In other words, the engine was shot. God bless all the truck drivers out there. These guys are the real deal. Awesome drivers and even better people.
Đây chuyến xe của bác Tài rất là có tình người, rất ấm lòng. Đấy, qua vùng nước lũ mọi người nha. Ở đây là bến Lường Minh Sơn mọi người nha. Đây, mọi người thấy ấm chưa? Ấm lòng chưa? Bác Tài chưa? Quá ấm lòng bác Tài luôn. Đấy, bao nhiêu người đi đường bà con được nhờ. Rất là tuyệt vời bác Tài, hoan hô bác Tài. Qua chỗ ngập lụt như này chỉ có xe container mới đi được thôi nha mọi người nha. Chỉ có một đoạn của tầm gần 100 mét thôi. Nhưng mà nó ngập sâu, ngập úng.
Slow down at intersections, look around before you turn, and follow the lights. That's how you keep yourself and everyone else safe out there. Speed and curves don't make a great combo, unless you enjoy seeing the world upside down. Drive smart. Flip your playlist, not your truck. He had less than a second to react. No space, no chance. Staying alert and paying attention behind the wheel is the #1 rule if you want to make it home safe. That's why I always prefer to drive a truck with a safe distance from the road surface. He seemed to panic when the car started to slide, and with front-wheel drive, letting off the gas just makes you lose more control. If he had stayed calm, steered gently, and kept steady pressure on the gas, things might have turned out better. I think if the truck hadn't been there, the car would have just crossed the road and stopped by a tree. The driver didn't seem to slow down at all, but maybe I was wrong. That lane change was so quick and careless, it felt like watching a storm roll in without warning. I've said it 100 times. Slow down when you're coming up to an intersection, traffic light or not. It's one of those things that can literally save your life. Be patient when waiting to turn. Making 2 left turns is often the safest option. A classic case of looking at the phone while driving. He's really lucky, that's for sure. Two people on the street came within inches of disaster, but walked away unharmed. If you're gonna haul stuff on the highway, at least strap it down. Be responsible. Never treat the road like it's optional. Put the phone down and keep your eyes on the road. That's how you make sure you get home safe.
那挑拨离把我搞起来会防护的。
Se está yendo, se fue.
One split-second reaction was all it took to save him.
Aman Allah'ım. Aman.
Sounds like the brakes gave out and he lost control. Honestly, I think he did a pretty solid job keeping everyone safe. Nobody got hurt, and that's what matters. Good thing he put the phone down just in time. Keeping your distance matters. Sometimes just a few seconds is all it takes to change everything. They touched down like Wi-Fi in a basement. Rough, unstable, and totally unexpected. Just because you're going straight doesn't mean you can floor it. Speeding is still illegal, no matter where you are. Dinner usually doesn't come with an action scene, but that restaurant got the deluxe combo. Lucky no one was seriously hurt. It happened in Iran. A quick reminder that things can go south fast, especially with heavy rigs. Stay safe and keep up with your maintenance. Whoa! If you're gonna pass someone, make sure it's safe for everybody on the road. Put the phone down if you actually want to make it home tonight. This is what happens when you treat a green light like a permission slip to ignore physics. A tire blew out, and within seconds, the fuel truck lost control. Now you know, red means stop, not maybe. She meant to walk the bike, but the throttle said, "Nah, we're flying today." A car on a Moscow highway suddenly began smoking from the hood. The driver tried to put out the fire with an extinguisher but failed. Moments later, the vehicle exploded. Driver's okay, thank goodness. Bet he won't skip that maintenance check next time. So many people drive like that. It's a miracle they ever pass the test.
Se le cabe la barra, se ve para allá. Va dormido.
If his goal was to test the strength of public infrastructure, mission accomplished. Low clearance signs are there for a reason. If your ride's too tall, don't try to squeeze through. It's not worth turning your truck into scrap metal. The engineering is solid. The truck can brake safely even when fully loaded without tipping over. This is the kind of vehicle that earns real respect. On a narrow road, risky passes aren't brave, they're bets. And the odds? Never worth it. Patience doesn't cost much, but it can save everything.
Yêu can mà.
Changing lanes isn't a magic trick. You can't just disappear and reappear in front of someone. The pickup trucks rolled in perfect sync. Must be a new Olympic event. Some drivers treat rush hour like a game of Tetris, trying to squeeze into spots that clearly don't fit.
That the paper makes is plowed back into making
Dios mío, miren, accidente, 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 accidente.
But he's also allowed the post to
Accidente,
higher
accidente,
and smoother.
Just seconds before impact, the container truck left its lane, right in front of a JB Hunt semi. The result? A crash that could have been avoided. On the road, timing matters, but judgment matters more. This is what happens when big trucks don't slow down or leave enough space near crosswalks. One mistake, and someone on foot pays the price.
Oh no.
Whoever's driving just used up their free trial of divine protection. This is why you should pay attention and drive safe and slow in weather like this. This guy must think he's a pilot, just going full throttle in a straight line like he's about to take off. Someone should remind him this isn't a runway. This is one of my biggest fears. You can do everything right on the road and still, someone distracted by a phone can change your life in a second. It's scary to think how fast things can go wrong. Distraction doesn't just steal your focus, it steals your reaction time. Put the phone down and keep your eyes on the road. A crash can come out of nowhere. Once again, the cause was rushing and impatience. The caravan driver probably thought, whatever, I'm not getting stuck behind that truck, and just went for it. What a shame for that Mercedes. Guardrails may be strong, but they can't beat the laws of physics. Drive smart. Stay in your lane. Good thing there was a tall truck behind them. If it had been a regular car, that thing would have gone straight through the windshield. That could have ended way worse. When a big passenger bus like that hits a damaged road, things can get scary fast. Gotta take it slow and stay extra careful out there. On mountain roads, you've got to stay focused and stick to your lane. That's how you keep accidents from happening.
Oh no! Runaway tire! No! Damn, that is just... Yo, my guy, it is still going. It is... What is going on? Oh, did it stop at the... Is that the truck it fell off of? Yo, if that's the truck it fell off of.
When you place an order, same-day delivery kicks into action right away.